hope we're gonna move pretty quick. It's really nice out here. Mister's in the bed. I hope he's in the bed. Actually, I heard him get up, so he might have gone to the bathroom and stayed up since I wasn't in the bed next to him. Cause y'all know, well, a couple of y'all know how that goes. Peas in here. I left this plant because these are gonna be seeds. There's Buffy, swelling up nicely. I see a couple of starter peppers on her and flowers. And then there's onions in front of her, red onions in front of her. Up there are the peas. My shelves are, all my racks are starter racks, kind of, sort of. Like these would have my starters in them. I need to restart a couple of things, in fact, and get them over here, start preparing them for winter sowing. Actually, I don't know that I need to start anything in terms of winter sowing. I was just thinking if I could get even 2 collards in a pot, but I don't know that I can. But anyway, back over here. So yeah, these will be Timmy. These are tomatoes that I could not get rid of. One of which I'll be taking inside. You know, I might put this whole thing in just a pot and see what each of them do in the same pot. I've never done that before. I think I'll do that going into the fall. Are you finally a fruit? Can y'all see me? Maybe not there. How about there? Can y'all see me in there? Ooh, cleavage. Yeah, so these are tomatoes. Look at my ex-husband. He's so handsome. I'm going to miss waking up to him.
Left me alone.
I left you alone.
You and the baby.
Me and the baby?
Yeah.
The baby didn't. I guess you're going to lose the custody battle then.
Guess so. No, I'll just go force the kid to go where they don't want to go.
That's the American way.
Yeah.
I cut all the leaves off.
Is that the way it's supposed to be?
Huh?
Is that what it's supposed to look like?
Under the leaves. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
See, I cut all the leaves off, and I pulled the ones that were about done. I planted some new stuff back there.
Is that a weed?
No, this is a viola.
Oh, okay.
I put in there because I wanted the big ones in there, the fat ones. But yeah, I left these 2 because they got them seed things. And I did the same thing in the corners. I left that too because I got them seed things. But I left this one because it had a bunch of beans on it that might give me a thing. Yeah, like I told you, these don't need to be fertilized because beans and peas.
Supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly. Yeah. So what I do is when I pull the old plants, I cut because I use this in my compost tea as well, the leaves. So I decided, I said, well, I use that in banana peels. And so I said, why don't I, okay. So I said, why don't I since I'm pulling all of these pea plants, and that's a small bucket. I don't have a big paint bucket size for compost. I was like, why don't I just put the leaves cut on top of there? So I actually took the old plants and I cut all the leaves off on top of there. And then I watered it. And look what happened. All the ones that were starting to grow, just started growing. So I'm a firm believer of that myth that they do provide, but I guess anything that breaks down and has nutrients in it, you know. And at the beginning of the season, I took the pea plants I had before like this. I took the leaves and I put them on top of the soil, and then I mulched on top of that so that those nutrients would go out and go down in the soil. Oh, and I gave the collards some too, because I'm going to put some mulch on top of that after it breaks down. Some cedar mulch. And I've been mulching this with carrot top leaves. Every time I harvest a carrot, I put the leaves in here for mulch. And this thing gonna start budding. But I grew this 2 years before. And it didn't even, it budded last year when it got cold, when it was time to get cold. It's an Indian eggplant.
No, there's actual spot in
This?
there.
Oh, banana that came out off of when I fertilized it. Banana peel. And that's another thing I do. Sometimes people put the pulp stuff in a mesh bag, and then they put a little water in it and then let it get all smushy and nasty. And so then when they pull the bag out, they just have the compost tea. But I was like, you could use that pulp, you know what I mean? Because that's where the nutrients come from. So I pour all the stuff out into my water as I fertilize. But then when it gets down to the pulp at the bottom, I just poke it until it breaks up. And so little pieces get in stuff. But it helps. When I poured the last of it in the brick bed out there, that's when that other stuff woke up that I told you was kind of dry and sad. And some of it had yellow leaves. I poured it in there and everything perked up, which I love because fish fertilizer is expensive. Peppers everywhere. Everywhere. It's got a little pepper on it. That's going to be a pepper. Peppers on the side are growing. My kajari melon finally sprouted. I needed to grow much faster.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't put that back.
Oh, it's okay. You might have messed something up anyway. I even there's some banana stuff in here. Because I never fed this before, so I said, well, screw it. So I threw some in with the onions and garlic, and these center things got green immediately. They say that pine needles add acidity to plants that like it, though.
Yeah, pine needle.
Oh, I need some water. My stomach hurt. I feel like I ate too much last night. Okay. Y'all know I had to go see about my ex-husband. You know what? I'm going to stop putting that in the universe. Y'all know I had to go see about my husband. My husband. Just because we fighting right now. I'm being shady. But Goddess knows where our hearts are. So, yeah. This is Bren. Bren. She flowering now. And I believe this is a fruit. I believe we finally got a fruit. Houston. Rose. And she is surrounded by her living mulch here. I need to replant those. I'm deciding if I want to keep the soil or not. Probably not. Bina. Oops, get up. There we go. She's doing really well. I hope she grows full and fast. Because I want to have a lot of verbena this season. Over winter. I really ran low. Again, Hazel's grandbabies. It's Jolly. It's so interesting the way this flowers. It appears to me that you have 2 male flowers and then a female. So I presume, like for example, these are the 2 male flowers and that this is the female that will host the fruit. Presuming that, like for example, this fruit was flowered by the 2 male flowers that were previously on here. And I'm guessing that, I'm realizing how this flowers and fruits. I feel like there are 3 flowers, right? And they have like 2 male flowers and a female, and the female has the fruit. So I think this is my first fruit right here. But if you'll notice, like, do you see these 2 little buds? I think those are 2 male flowers, and this is a female.
3 buds.
Huh?
It's 3 of them.
I know, these 2 here, flowers, and then this is the female.
Yeah, no, there's another little one.
Oh, that's not a flower. Come see. So here's a good example. So these two are that's that little other little bud you thought.
Oh, okay.
So I think these are two male flowers. I'm gonna look it up because I never even learned this. So I'm gonna look it up and see if I'm right. So I think each thing got two male flowers and a female. And I think when they open all together. And I think one or both of the males pollinates the female, and then you get a fruit. Because I think the other first one I didn't get a fruit because it didn't get pollinated.
Well, you know, ain't been no bees hardly worth nothing this year so far.
Yeah, I've been hand pollinating, and I've also been doing this. This is what there's an old school saying about whooping your okra.
Yeah.
Yeah, whooping your
pollen.
yeah, make it, especially if it's a plant where it has all its own male and female. Yeah, so I do that. Some people get a whole. I'm like, you really bought $100 electric toothbrush for that? Be like, you know you could do that, right? You know you go to the tomatoes and do that, right? Now for your zucchini, you have to get a whole male flower and take it and go to your female flowers. You peel the back off and go touch all the female flowers. But for stuff that has both male and female parts, you could just tap that bitch. Whoop your okra. But I never knew the logic behind whooping your okra. I knew they say
I thought you would know.
before.
After you start gardening.
Oh yeah, but I didn't know before.
I mean, well,
I didn't know.
The pollen powder, you know how that goes.
But yeah, I do now. Yeah, look how all these the lettuce just perked up as soon as I dug the thing and then they start breaking down and adding nutrients to the soil. And look, I should have been did that. It would behoove me to grow some peas just for the leaves, but I don't have to because I can use the leaves in my other peas. Okay, so sugar beets. Let me dig that up. It's a purslane. Oh, I don't want to get rid of it.
I got some weed killer. I just spray this whole thing. It won't even harm your other peppers or nothing. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta spray it off.
I heard about them. I heard about them safe. I heard about them safe.
It's water soluble. I just
I know.
spray everything.
I know it is.
Kill the bad stuff and you just hit it with a little water.
I know. Thank you. Good looking at. You know, this was crawling through the fence, and I was gonna let it, and I was like, "Ooh, I could have beans growing up on the other side against on the fence." I was gonna let it, but then I was like, I don't even want like the temptation of people walking by.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I don't even mind, but I don't even want that to be a thing. So I brought it back in. I brought it back inside here. Yeah, I don't want my stuff to block the. But it won't, I don't think.
It won't. If it does tip rain, but that's the one that gets the moisture in it when it rains, and I can't see the image.
Oh, okay. There's the first pepper on this one. Tomatoes. There's another eggplant here and here. This one's flowering. This is a sweet red cherry pepper here, and this is a Jimmy Nardello. Everybody loves Jimmy Nardello peppers. I've never got it to germinate before, so I don't care. They work. do your thing, baby. Look, unless you're a vine board that I don't realize look like a vine board.
What was the ones that they bored?
I got it mulched.
That's the thorny thing.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I probably ain't gonna never grow that again no more. I was like, I got reminded why I didn't ever grow. And she was like, I got a love-hate relationship with it. I was like, I don't need that in my life. It's too many other things to grow. It's too many other things. This one didn't look like it didn't get fruit pollinated. Oh, I got a bunch more females over here, but this one didn't get pollinated. People eat their flowers too.
They eat the young.
No, the flowers, they stuff them with meat and stuff.
They stuff the young.
Stuff flowers.
So ants.
Yeah, the ants do. Ants love the plant. I don't know what the deal. And this is where I found the hole, and I plugged it up, and it got more of that goo. See that goo stuff right there?
Did you cut some?
That's where that hole is.
Oh, so they actually
Burrow a hole in
yeah, and
there.
that's the shavings from what they burrowed.
Yes. I had dug all this stuff out. Yeah, because remember I told you I had put something in that hole and then sprayed in it.
Oh, okay.
So then I mulched up around it to hope to keep it from anything else from happening.
Those things coming out. Let me see. These right here.
I don't know what the fuck it is. What is that? I have no idea. That's a good question. No, you didn't do nothing. No, they fall off.
I don't have a green.
They fall off.
I'm done. I'm done.
No, they just fall off. I promise.
Okay.
I promise.
Not
No,
green.
when the flower's done, it falls off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, people eat these. They be looking delicious too.
Ants on them?
No, that's my thing, cause these things like ants like them. They peel the lid off. The leaves off, and then they touch it to a female flower.
They'll pollinate?
Sometimes they put the petals in salads. Oh, they don't taste like nothing. Pull a carrot.
Anyone?
Uh huh.
So this one right here?
Hold on, get the camera. You want to pull that one? Look, I feel like the cutworm got that one on it. Go ahead, pull the one you want. Pull the one you want. Pull the one you want. I want you to.
Worm get what?
I'll show you when we get over there. Ooh, you got a double.
You got a twofer. You should have left that in there. You should leave some of them in there.
You see, I'm only harvesting a couple at a time. Like when I take your mom, I'm only gonna take like 5 at a time.
Have you taken your carrots before?
Last year.
Oh, okay.
Remember she said she used all them carrots up. And they were little bitty when I took them. They weren't even this size when I took them.
Little technique.
That's smart. It's very smart. Yeah, so I like that I can leave them in there until they're ready. And I cut them right here, rinse them off, and take them to your mama. That's so exciting.